Hello friends, I am Amruta and welcome to my channel Learn Simply with Amruta. I am here with a brand new video series of competitive programming which will be helpful in participating different coding competitions. So friends, without wasting time, let us learn, and if you like this video, please do not forget to share and subscribe. So today we are going to learn the number theory, right? And how number theory can be implemented in a competitive programming, or how number theory can be useful while writing any algorithm. So out of the number theory, today we are learning very simple topic, that is prime number. And I know you have learned this topic from your schools, correct? So let us go. First of all, we will check what is the prime number. So what is prime number? I know you learned this in schools, correct? So a prime number is a natural number that has exactly two distinct natural number divisors, correct? What are those two divisors? First is 1 and second is the number itself. So if I'll take any number from this table, okay, and let us take example as 26. So we will see 26 is prime number or not. Yes, 26. And just find out the factors of 26, or in a simple way, what you can do, you can divide this 26 by 2. So it is, here you are getting answer as 13, correct? That means this number is divisible by the number other than 1 and itself, so it is not a prime number, correct? Now we will take one number, that is 17. Okay, now try to divide this number by 2. Can you divide this number by 2, or it is being divided with a whole number? No, here we are getting some reminder, correct? Now we can say this number, that means 17 is divided by 1. Yes, and we are getting a whole number, and again 17 is divided by 17 itself, correct? None other than these two numbers, this 17 is being divided, and that is why this 17 is called as a prime number, right? So students, now this is one task for you. From this table you are going to find out all the prime numbers, and just tell me in a chat box which are the prime numbers from this table and how you calculated the prime numbers, correct? So let us learn how to calculate these, how to find out these prime numbers from the list, from a given list, n number of list, not only 50. Here you can see only 50 because we are using as an example. Fine. So what is the algorithm? Now we are moving towards a programming. Okay, so how to write algorithm? That means how to find out prime number step by step. Correct, because orally we know how to find out the prime number and we can easily find out the prime numbers. But if I'll ask computer to find out the prime number, computer cannot find out this easily. So here we need to tell computer few steps. And here we have written few steps to find out the prime number. So what are these steps? Just read simply. Create an array of size n plus 1 and mark all indexes as true except 0 and 1. That means the index number 0 and index number 1. Except 0 and 1 index number, mark all the index numbers as 1. Okay, because the list of prime numbers is starting from 2, right? Now from I equal to 2 and up to which you need to go, that is square root of n, because to reduce the cycles of loop we are finding this prime numbers up to square root of n. So that means if my n is 50, then up to square root of 50, only this much numbers I need to verify. Next to that, all numbers will be already verified. That is why you need to go up to square root only. Then again, for every index of I, now here we are using the concept of index, okay, because that is very easy to find out. the index number, because index numbers are in sequence 1 2 3 4, these are in sequence, and we are utilizing that property of array such as index number to find out the prime number. Okay, um, uh, that particular thing you will see in upcoming slides. So check if array of I is true, that means array of I is 1, then for that particular number find out all the multiples of that index number, and just find out all the multiples. If you got the multiples, then mark those multiples as 0, because already we have marked all the numbers as 1 here in first step itself. So all the multiples of I, just mark them as 0, because those are not prime numbers. Okay, and then do this cycle until you reach to square root of n. Okay, and then after print all the prime numbers in a list, right? Now what is the time complexity for this algorithm? This the time complexity is big O of n log n of square root of n. Okay, this is the time complexity, and space complexity is big O of n. So it is a fast, very fast algorithm, and it utilizes less space. No need to check for numbers which are greater than square root of n, because as I told you, ki, after square root of n, remaining numbers will be already marked. Okay, now let us go with the interesting part. So we are implementing this algorithm on the table given here, so it will be very easy for you to understand, right? So this is a pseudocode. I have written one simple pseudocode with the help of previous algorithm itself. So what is a pseudocode? The first thing, I have declared one array which is of n plus 1 size. What is my n? N is 50, correct? I want to find out all the prime numbers starting from 1 up to 50. Okay, you can go up to 100, thousands, whatever you want, but for our example we are using up to 50. Now up to 50 I want to find out the prime numbers, so here I am using array of size 50 plus 1, that is 51. Okay, now why I have taken this? Because we are not interested in index number 0, since our numbers are starting from 1, and as I told you, we are utilizing the property of array of index numbers, and with the help of those index numbers we are trying to find out the prime numbers. Now the next thing is the first index number, that is 1. Okay, the first index number is 1, and as you know, 1, number 1 is not a prime number. Okay, that is a that is why here we are marking that number as 0. 0 means what? False. False means this number is not a prime number. Okay, so we are leaving this particular number and we are starting counting the prime numbers from 2, right? So here, as we are starting from index number 2 up to index number 50, what I am doing, as I told you previously, you need to mark all the index numbers as 1. By default, all the numbers are true. That means all the numbers are prime. For the first time, we are considering all the numbers are prime. Okay, so we are starting from 2 and we are ending up to n here. Okay, so all numbers right now are marked by 1. Okay, now as you marked all the 1, now we are going to find out which are not prime numbers and we are going to mark 0 to them, right? So just start from here, I equal to 2, the first number, correct? You can see here I have marked over there. Now just check the condition. What is the condition? Condition is if I into I, that means 2. 2 into 2 is less than or equal to n. Yes, it is less than 50, correct? So go inside this, right? And as you go inside the loop, if c of I, that means c of I means to what? 2. Okay, we are here. So if it is true, if it is 1, then again go into the for loop to find out all the multiples of this 2. So we are finding here all the multiples, correct? Yes. So as we are entering into it, we are finding out the multiple of 2. So what is the multiple of 2? 4. And check that 4 is less than n. Yes, correct. So go inside and mark that particular as 0, because if it is multiple of 2, that means that number is divided by 2 and remainder is 0. Correct. That means that is even number, that is not a prime number, right? Now again increment. Okay, again check key other remaining multiples of 2. So other remaining multiple, how we are finding other remaining multiple? J plus I, right? What was our j now? Now j is 4 and plus I is 2. So now we are moving further to 6, and continuously we are in this for loop and we are incrementing. Here multiplication means adding the number itself. Okay, so here all the multiples of 2 are added, find out, and then we marked all the multiples of 2 as 0. So one round is completed. Now we found that all the multiples of 2. Now we need to move further, correct? So as we ended up with the 2, now we moved further with 3. Okay, so if 3 is equal to 1, then go inside the loop and once again find out all the multiples of 3 and mark all the multiples of 3 as 0. And here you can see all the multiples of 3 are marked, correct? Few are marked already because of 2. Okay, the common multipliers of 2 and 3, those are already marked. Remaining such as 27 is marked as 0. Correct, the all numbers are marked as 0 which are multiple of 3. Now once again we will increment and we'll go to next number, that is 5. If 5 is equal to 1, then mark all the multiples of 5 as 0. Again increment. Now we are moving towards 7 and find out all the multiples of 7 as 0. Correct? Yes. Now once we have done with all the numbers, now as we are up to 7, and as I told you, square root of n. So due to square root of n, you have to stop here itself. Correct? So after this, the number is going exceeding to square root of n. So we will stop here. Now here we are just minimizing the loop. Okay, and now whatever are the numbers remaining, those numbers are marked as 1. That means those numbers are all prime numbers, right? And all the numbers which are marked with 0, you can see here I have marked all the numbers which are equal to 1, assigned as 1, and those are all prime numbers, and remaining numbers are all not prime numbers. So we are just printing here with the help of for loop. As you know how to print values of array, same like that we are printing the values of array, but just we are providing one condition, that the index number which is having value as 1, only print those numbers. Okay, so we have printed all the numbers from a series of 50. Got it, everyone? So this is about the prime, find out the prime numbers. See, here I am printing the prime numbers, but if you want to just count the prime numbers, you can count the prime numbers only. Instead of printing those prime numbers, you can count those prime numbers. That is also possible with the help of same code. Here instead of printing, just count the numbers, okay, which are assigned as 1. Just count those numbers and print the final number, final value. Okay, so this is how we can write a pseudo code. We can write an algorithm to find out and count the prime numbers from a series of given number. Thank you for patiently listening, and just wait for second video, upcoming video in a number theory. Thank you so much.